$5,000 in Airport Enterprise Fund reserves for a new emergency generator. In addition to the background information in your agenda packages and based upon our files and discussions with staff and consultants, it now appears that sometime in the fall of 2008, a reduction in the size of the emergency generator from about 700 kW to 100 kW was approved by a person or persons as yet to be determined. We can find no evidence in minutes, and no one can recollect any reduction being made. And this was done apparently in order to save the then designed project about $130,000 in value engineered reductions in scope to the original overall project. This all took place with our designers and apparently fell through the cracks during the same period as the last change to the airport's management, and was never brought to our attention until we ran emergency power tests just prior to relocating and discovered this public safety issue. That is, having an inadequately sized emergency generator to power all necessary systems in the event of an extended power failure. This is a major concern and must be permanently rectified as soon as possible to maintain our operations 24/7, 365. We have sought and received emergency procurement authority from the Massachusetts Division of Capital Asset Management to immediately install a temporary rental 700 kW generator, which was completed last week. We now have the capability to remain open and in full operation in the event of an extended power failure, and we will have the final reconstruction and permanent generator in place within 20 weeks with your approval. Yes, $545,000 is a lot of money, and I can assure you that this is not being treated lightly by the airport. We may be able to recoup up to 80% of that cost from the Massachusetts Department of Transportation Aeronautics Division through their Aviation Safety and Maintenance Program grant funds, and we have already notified them of this request. If legally justified, we may be able to recoup a portion of the costs from the designers. And lastly, should we receive no reimbursements of any kind, we will have to fully fund this from existing Airport Enterprise Fund reserves, where we currently have a balance in excess of $6.5 million, as certified by the Massachusetts Department of Revenue for fiscal year 2012. No taxpayer funds are being requested. We respectfully request your support of this necessary appropriation, and we would be happy to answer any questions that you may have. And I will show you some of the slides that I handed out to you earlier. What you see in front of you is the aerial view of the terminal and the parking lot and the new ramp as of November of 2011. And this is the proposed employee parking lot, which will go on the east end of the new terminal, and in the lower left-hand corner by the building is where the temporary generator has been installed. The current 100 kW generator is in this area here of the project, and we probably will put the new permanent generator here, take up a couple of parking spots to rectify the situation. This is the 100 kW generator that we currently have. It's brand new. It's a gas-powered emergency generator. It just covers emergency lighting systems in the building, some of our access control points, and that's about it. Some of our parking lot lights, some ramp lights, and most importantly, the parking booth so I can collect the tolls. This is the old generator building, which will be torn down next week. It's circa 1950s. It's beyond economical repair. We can't get parts for it, and we've been spending a lot of money just trying to keep it running. It's a diesel generator, and we have already removed the underground tank and the fuel. That's a picture of the old generator. We tried to give it to DPW. They didn't want it. And this is the new rental. It's an 800 kW generator, and right where you see those gentlemen working in the picture is where we put the transfer switch and all the wires. That, believe it or not, is a transfer switch for that generator. If you're used to seeing a small circuit breaker panel in your basement for a transfer switch, this is quite different.